Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Hodges and welcome to Breach Battles Round 6, the 6th edition of our 7-round robin games that we're playing here for the Breach Battles tournament here at Ink and Lyre. So for those of you who don't know, Breach Battles, we are playing, this is the official Ink and Lyre Malifaux 3rd edition tournament that we are playing through. We're all learning the game together and having a good old time, and we're showing you games as we play them so you can kind of see what we got going on and all that kind of fun stuff. So we have this week and then one more next week, and then the official tournament style game where you can see all the live games played all at once will begin. So tonight I have 2 games for you to watch. We have Brandon playing the Arcanist against Brent, and you'll see Brent is shrouded in darkness. He's cosplaying the Neverborn these days, and they play their game. And then also, Laura and I play our game between the 10 Thunders and the Resurrectionists. A lot of fun, a lot of great games this week. So we're gonna get that. It's only about 53 minutes, so relatively short stream tonight. So check the as we get through these. Excited to share those with you. But before we get started, I wanted to just shout out our partners at Nine Realms Gaming. Nine Realms Gaming makes the finest gaming accessories the realm has to offer. They never use dyes or stains or anything like that. And you can go to ninerealmsgaming.com to get 10% off your purchase with the promo code LYRE10. Oh, and we unlocked a new emote. So it's at the 5,000 bit tier. It's the Chaotic Petty, a reference to my dear character Samson, who is just over on Fatesworn, which is on Mondays. You can unlock that by donating. I think it's 5,000 bits to the channel. Once you hit that number, you get access to the Chaotic Petty emoji, which is super cute. And we've got a reskin Snonk Heart. This week I'll put that in the chat as well. The Ink and Vamp, which is the Viscarth Snonk, again from Fate's End. So follow us everywhere at Ink and Lyre, using socials to support us and everything that we do here at the channel. I'll put that link in the chat as well. You can go follow us all over the place and get caught up on all the Ink and Lyre stuff. Join us on our Discord for notifications and to join in and see all the fan art and all the kind of cool stuff over there. So let's see. I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's get into tonight's episode of Breach Battles, and I will see you all here in just a moment. Hello, everyone. Welcome to round 6 of Breach Battles. We have a wonderful, exciting game for you tonight. It is the Hodges crew fighting off against one another. Some spouse-on-spouse warfare here in Malifaux City. I am playing the Ten Thunders, and I'm joined here by my wonderful and beautiful wife, Lauren.
Hello! I'm a wife.
Okay.
I don't know why I had to make it so weird.
You didn't have to, but you did, and that's why we're here. And that's okay. So here we go. We are getting ready for Breach Battles round 6. Let me go ahead and set the stage for us. We are attempting corrupted ley lines. For all of those of you who have been joining us and are familiar with this, there are 5 strategy tokens we need to each place our lodestones on. One needs to do is have a model with the lodestone in base contact with one of the strategy markers to turn it to your side. If you are successfully able to do that, then you will score a point for your team. If you have more strategy markers, then you have scored points, then you actually gain one at the end of the round. So very excited about that. I have brought the I'm affectionately calling this the Dragon Team. I have got Shen Long as my master. The tyrant inside of him he is known as the Dragon. His 2 students, and then Dragon. Back to back. All the dragons that I have. I want to see how they play together, and if this is a good strategy. I don't know if it is, but that's okay. So I've got 3 dragons in Shenlong, and currently my lodestone is being held by Yansori, which is down here. So Lauren, tell us what you got going on.
All right, I am playing a new crew. I wanted to try out Karai and Koku, which I'm calling this crew. I'm gonna call them the Barbershop Quartet. I know it says Scissor Sweeney Todd, but I'm gonna call it the Barbershop Quartet, or what comes after 4?
Quintet.
Because there's 5. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna play Karai and Koku. I've never played any of these except the Carrion Emissary, which you guys are very familiar with. And this is the Resurrectionist Summoner. I've never played a Summoner before. I'm a little scared, but I'm also really excited. Although I'm really scared because the last time I played a new leader, I lost miserably. Like, had people die in the first round. But yes, I got Karai. She's got some cool stuff. She's got this like life leech thing, which is really cool, and the vengeance thing, which is super cool. And then
what is that vengeance ability? It's kind of awesome. How does that work?
After resolving an action that targeted and damaged this model, the attacking model suffers 1 damage. And that can't be reduced, I don't think. No, I guess if it had shielded, it could.
I think in corporal, shield doesn't reduce 0. I don't think. Let me go look. I don't think it does. Go ahead.
Vengeance. She's got vengeance, and then her totem also has vengeance, and her totem actually has terrifying, which I thought was really interesting. Very, very cool. And then we got Goryo, which is kind of like the samurai guy. He's got incorporeal, which reduces all damage, which is really cool as well. I also really like his frenzied charge. That's another reason why I grabbed him. It says this model may ignore the once per activation restriction on the charge action. So that's kind of cool. I can run up to and hit someone else, which I thought was pretty fun. And then I got the Chicomae, which is essentially a female harpy. She's got 7 movement, which is really cool. She also has vengeance and flight. And then, of course, the Carrion Emissary. We love and know that I've used multiple times, that I love using the exhumation, and so I'm excited about that as well. And then, and I bought an upgrade that is going to let my Chicomae regenerate every activation by 2, and then also gives the Chicomae terrifying as well. So I have 1, 2, 3 models with terrifying. So that's nice.
Spooky.
Yes, I'm excited to try out a new crew and maybe summon some thingies down here.
Mm-hmm.
All do different things.
Cool. Very excited. So I had a quick question, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this. So, why did you choose to do the Grave Spirit touch on the minion Chicomae instead of the Carrion Emissary? It seems like that regeneration would be super useful on that unit. So why did you make that decision?
Maybe it was stupid. Maybe it was dumb.
No, I think there's lots of good reasons, but why'd you do that?
You know, the Carrion Emissary already had terrifying. So I wanted, and like its terrifying is 12, right? Pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chicomae like didn't have terrifying and had less health. So she also has more, like a lot more movement too, so she can bip and bop around the map a lot faster. So I thought it would be better to, like, it would be harder to keep her alive versus the Carrion Emissary.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. All right. I love it. Okay. So how about so I'm going to, how about I do my schemes first, what I've chosen to do.
Okay.
Before we get started.
My headphones out.
What? Yeah, let's do schemes.
Okay, I'll go take I'll take my headphones out.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm rolling up with I've got 2 this time, as everyone does every time. I've got Hidden Martyrs and Research Mission. So I have chosen one of my aspiring students, aspiring student 1. And then I have chosen the Dawn Serpent as my 2 martyrs. My goal is that the Dawn Serpent, because I know the Dawn Serpent's going to be kind of out in the middle of things, and they need to be, like, in order to score. So my plan is probably for the Dawn Serpent to die, and then it's actually the aspiring student, which I plan to have at the end game engage with someone. So looking forward to that. And then if it's the other way around, it's fine. Like, I'm not too worried about it. The problem was that Lauren chose a whole bunch of units that had really low cost. So unless I get in front of them with, like, unless I get in front of the Carrion Emissary with a Dawn Serpent, it's going to be really, really tough. So, and then I have Research Mission. The plan is to make corpse tokens. So there should be lots of corpse tokens around these lodestones, and I'll be dropping a scheme marker around those. So also fun stuff with the Carrion Emissary. It drops a bunch of things as well. So being able to get that on the enemy table half is something I'm believe I can get done, because you have to have a friendly model, then 4, and then 3 different types of markers on the enemy table half, and then same thing at the end game. So that's what I've got. I yell across the house to her. She's muted. She doesn't know it.
I was worried, like, if I watched like a TikTok video, like the boom would like burst in here. So
that's true. Okay, I've done my schemes. I'm going to look at all the schemes so that everyone can see what all of our options were, and then I'm going to take my ears out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So I decided to go with Research Mission. I have not used Research Mission, or I've not chosen Research Mission before. This is at the end of the turn, if you have a friendly model within 4 inches and line of sight of 3 or more different types of markers on the enemy table half, you gain a victory point. And then so on and so forth. At the end of the game, if you have 3 or more friendly models within 2 inches and line of sight of a different type of marker on the enemy table half, you gain another victory point. I'm hopefully going to be able to complete Research Mission with my Carrion Emissary, because he's going to be able to drop scheme markers, coffin markers, and I believe I'll be able to do the 3rd one with like a corpse token. So yes. So we have, or I'll be able to drop another scheme marker, I believe, within the no, they have to be different, but so yeah, it'll probably be like a corpse marker or something, and we'll that'll be dropped there. And then, yeah, so that's going to be what my Carrion Emissary is going to be in charge of. And then I also chose Outflank at the end of the turn. If you have 2 models, each within 3 inches of where the center line meets a different table edge corner and within 3 inches of a friendly scheme marker, you may remove each such scheme markers to gain 1 victory point. I'm hoping with the movement that I have and the flight, my strategy is to use the Chicomae and the Carrion Emissary because A, they have flight, and B, they have the most movement to get over to the flanked parts of this center line board and drop those scheme tokens there for that. So that's my goal there, and those are my schemes: Outflank and Research Mission. I'm worried the most about Research Mission because I have to do 3 different ones, and that's a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of work, so we'll see what happens with that.
I think this green screen is turning my beard orange.
You do look like you got like some sort of Ed Sheeran beard going on here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think.
All right. Well, we are shout out to Tess for making this map. It is super cool. Lots of stuff to deal with in this one. Very excited. So
a mining train going on here.
Yeah, multiple structures, heights to deal with. I think we both were like, it'd be great, a bunch of people who can fly, and that's where we're at. So this is the game we have set up for. Very excited for it. So we're going to go ahead and start round 1, and when we get done, we will back to you to share with you what we have. All right, we are back. End of round 1. As you all know, no one can score at the end of round 1. So we're going to give you just a quick update about what's going on here. I basically used all of my turns to run and focus. So I've got 1 guy focused here. I was able to take this strategy marker, so happy with that. But also I've got my Dawn Serpent, Aspiring Student, and a few people kind of in a better place to be able to do some things in the next round. So that's where we're hanging out. I've got Shenlong over here who's actually able to hit someone 1 time as a summon, but these 2 Chicomae are not good for me. So that's what I got going on. What you got going on, Lauren?
I have Chicomae up here next. You can't really see it, but it's next to a strategy marker, getting ready to turn that over.
So you did score that.
I did. So yeah, so I scored that this turn. I'm gonna try to turn it like a different color. Oh, it's dark green. No, I don't want it to be dark green. I can't see it. There you go.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So that has been turned over. And then I summoned a Zombo over here with my coffin marker. So he's just like, Bob is making his way downtown, and he's chilling over here. And then we've got the Carrion Emissary. I've got Magorio. And then I've got Karai and Koku. I got to summon, which was really cool. I got to summon another Chicomae over here that Daniel, I think that's Daniel's master, is in front of, which is kind of scary. But did he heal?
He did.
Ooh.
I healed him with the Aspiring Student.
Interesting. That is interesting.
He's here ready. He's ready to punch, do his thing. Pa 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 pa.
I will need to figure out how to deal with that. Okay.
He is not easy to deal with.
All right. But other than that, yeah, first round's always pretty low key.
Yeah, a lot of focusing, a lot of movement in this one. So not a whole lot going on here, but we are. That will end. We'll be back at the end of round 2. Promises to be much better than this. So we will be back.
All right, so back in the game here. This is end of round 2. I scored another, or I'm about to score another point with the strategy marker over here. Summoned another zombie. Summoned another Goryo. So I've got 2 of those bad boys over here. Dropped one of the what are these guys called again? Aspiring students, which was unfortunate in some ways because it ended up being one of Daniel's schemes. We got all these dragons peeking over here. I got a lot of healing happening, which I'm not happy about because these aspiring students like to heal their master, and they just keep on healing. I lost one of my my harpies over here, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it was a summon, so like
it was a summon. But yes, that was unfortunate, but it happened. No schemes, unfortunately, but I have one strategy victory point at this moment.
Yeah, there is a center of death over here.
Yeah, there's a lot happening over here.
It's aggressive. Like whatever's happening here, it's so much, and like and so it's tough. So I was this was a good round for me. I was able to score the strategy marker from round 1 that I claimed, and then I was able to claim the center strategy marker where everything is all over the place. So very proud of that. And then additionally, as Lauren noted, I did score hidden martyrs because one of my aspiring student died. And then I also scored research mission. So we called this center line strategy marker, we called that on the enemy table half. And so I scored that one, the corpse token, and the scheme marker as my 3 markers for this research mission. Now I have to get them closer together, right? And I think I can get that right now, but I need I gotta clear some of this out. So it's gonna be a violent round 3. Violent, if I had to guess. So I actually scored 3 times. So pretty happy with that. Anything else, Lauren?
I'm not flipping well. I keep getting really, really low numbers. I think for like the first like 4 activations, I got like 1s and 3s and 2s, and I was just like, so nothing happens. Continue on doing. Drink your tea and just hello.
I'm gonna try to kill all 3 of these people in this turn, both the Goros and the zombie.
I'm sure
I'm gonna try to do that this turn, and we'll see how things go, but I'm gonna attempt that. So hey, we'll be back at the end of round 3. Let you guys know how it went. All right, we are back. We are here at the end of round 3. Getting ready to wrap up this Malifaux game as we head into round 4 and then 5. I have thrown my lodestone token from my Yasunori over to my Dawn Serpent, who sprinted over here to score the strategy marker. So that's probably where he's just going to hang out for the rest of this game, try to protect that, because I don't think that even with speed, I don't think I could get over there, not without losing this one. So we're going into defensive mode, trying to protect the things that we've got. We were able to, like I said, score another strategy marker, and like we had a great round. We dropped some corpse tokens. We did a few things with the emissary and Shenlong and Yasunori, where we were able to drop some folks down. So very, very, very happy with that. Yeah, now we're in defensive mode, trying to make sure we get all our schemes. Lauren?
Well, Shenlong refuses to die. First of all, he killed. I used my my Chicomae over here to like move up, do challenge on him, and then move back so that he would have to attack this or discard a card in order to attack anyone else. It was my feeble attempt to keep my people alive. I had three models down here, and he went over there, discarded cards, and murdered all 3 of them, which was sad, very, very sad.
Yeah, and that it was a super great play because it was really not doing anything up here. The Chicomae was, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm having this great round. I'm trying to do this crazy round with Shenlong. Like, this is his moment, and I lose every card in my hand, and so I play the rest of the game with no cards, which is why he's where he's at now, right?
True. And then I used Karai to attempt to. I shot him once, and then summoned, and I was going to try to use this Goryo to finish him off because he only had 3 health, and both attacks missed horribly. So he's still alive, and he's still kicking, and poopies, McGee. So many poopies.
Yeah, we had to clear out some of these summons. They were all stuck in here together. Now, what she was able to do is, because Shenlong was stuck over here with no cards and no chi tokens and nothing to do, so you were able to cheat a gold red Joker in, right?
Yes, for damage, which he took 5 damage just from Karai.
Mm-hmm.
I could have shot him again with Karai, but I needed to summon with Karai.
Yeah. So round 4 is going to be huge from an initiative standpoint, because if Lauren wins, this Karai is probably going to kill Shenlong before he can heal. If she doesn't, then Shenlong is probably going to heal back up. He can switch over that low river and then heal a lot of this damage and everyone else around him because he's within 1. So it's gonna be rough, but it's gonna be a big flip. It'll be a big flip here. So yeah. So no more schemes for me. Do you have any schemes to reveal, Lauren?
No.
Looks like you're about to. So
maybe.
Looks like you're about to.
I'm flipping terribly and nothing is going right.
Yeah. Well, it looks like, yeah, we'll talk about it more in round 4, but it does look like you're going to score a couple of things here.
See.
So
we'll see.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the end of round 4. We are in the end game now, and plots are being made. I have lost my master. Lauren did win initiative as per I drew a bunch of really crap cards. So winning that, Shenlong did not get to go, but Dragon Squad is still alive with all 3 of my dragons, and we are still trying to score Research Mission and Hidden Martyrs. So that's still an option for us. So Shadow Emissaries at half health, Dawn Servants at half health, Yasunori's at half health, but it's going to be crazy. I think we are in position to score a bunch of stuff, and so very, very excited about that. And yeah, I did score 1 extra strategy, so that's good for me. What about you, Lauren? I know we're wrapping this up now.
Yeah, I finally killed Shenlong, which is nice. I scored 1 for Research Mission and Outflank, which is nice as well. And yeah, that's it.
Outflank and Research Mission up here with the zombie. The Carrion Emissary is apparently the best at that. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
He summoned a coffin marker, and he dropped a scheme token and the mindless zombie, and he was able to score research on that, which was really nice. So yeah.
So because the corpse,
beefy.
yeah, because that corpse works as the mindless zombie works as a corpse. So if it's close enough, that counts as a marker, and then you can drop a scheme marker, and then you can get the coffin. And so even if you were to start the round on the other side, you could drop enough stuff in 1 round to score entire Research Mission. And you're on top of here, which means I probably can't do anything about it anyway. So because I need it for other things, right? So all right, well, we are going to quickly wrap up round 5, and then we'll be back, and we will let you know how things have gone, who won, and all that fun stuff. Between the married people.
All right. So, y'all, we tied this game. 6. Wait, what?
Just like, hey, we tied.
6-6. It was pretty crazy. I ended up entombing this Yasunori in coffin markers, and my corpse, my little zombie guy, was just blocking him out. And then he had his guy over here in the center. I think he was trying to get research mission, I think, on this side as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up killing him. I tried to move my Oniro and Kirai close enough to take out the Dawn Serpent, but I just couldn't. He was too high up there, and I just didn't have the action economy to do it. And then my Inkiro was just chilled over here the entire board for this scheme marker over here. And yeah, we tied. Tie game. I had a lot of fun with this this crew. I liked trying out the new crew, and I like her. She's pretty cool. She's interesting.
Yeah, there were...
My vengeful spirit, not vengeful spirit. No, my grave spirit's touch, where I regenerate 2 at the start of this model's activation. I should have put that on Kirai, because I didn't realize, because I've never played this one before. I didn't realize that, you know, she takes damage every time that she, you know, one of her summons is activated.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
So that would have, it would have been smarter to do that, I think, because I ended up putting it on the Chicomae. Yeah, it's over here. I'm not sure why it's here, but but that Chicomae never got hit. It's right here. I marked it in the center.
Right over here. Just never took damage.
It just never took damage.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever got targeted either to be hit, because it had the terrifying too.
Yeah, so. I think that was a part of like where it was and like what you wanted it to do. The things it needed to do, it was not going to be in the fray, and so that worked out well. So we were able to run our Dawn Serpent up here to the top to engage with the Carrion Emissary for hidden martyrs, and then we were trying to get research mission, but I misunderstood the scheme. I thought that it was the same one twice, but the other one was you need more units, and I didn't have the units to make it work. I couldn't score hidden martyrs and the other one. So, and like, of course, I only ended up with 2. Even if this guy had lived, I probably could have done some stuff with pass tokens and made that better off. But it worked out pretty well. I think this was a really close and really fun match. There were a couple places there's a couple places where Lauren could have prevented a point. Like, I had to cheat in an 11 on a Dawn Serpent roll, otherwise the Dawn Serpent would have gone her half health, and I would have lost the martyr there. There was a point where I was like, the Yansori right now has my lodestone, and I missed a mindless zombie because I flipped the black Joker, and I couldn't get into base contact with the strategy marker because of it. And if I had been able to hit, I would have been able to get over there, and then when this guy died, it would have gone to the Yansori, and I would have scored that 4th point. So there were a couple flips and moments and like really, really close calls where the cards really determined who won this. And so yeah, I had a lot of fun. Good job, Lauren. This was awesome. I've got 3 ties now in this game.
Very easy to tie in this game.
Yeah, easier than we think. So okay, all right. Well, thank you for joining us. We're gonna see you on the next game. Bye bye.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 6 of the Malifaux Round Robin Tournament. I am Brandon, and this is Brent, and we are going to face off today, the Arcanist against the, who are you playing?
The Neverborn, you uncultured boy.
The Neverborn. Look, Neverborn never was, you know, it is what it is. Today, actually, I will be switching it up, as you can see here. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and shout out to Tess for this incredible map. You know, it looks like we're in a Wild West train heist scene going on over here.
Oh, it's beautiful, and it's very appropriate that you switched to Tony Ironsides, who is the head of the Union, all about making those railroads. Man, it's poetic. It truly is.
That's right. My I'm switching it up today. As you can see, I'm no longer playing Rasputina. I'm now playing Tony Ironsides. We have joined the Union, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like Rasputina, while she really excels at some game modes in certain situations, there are other situations, you know, like blitz play styles and stuff like that, you know, where you really have to force the engage, where she doesn't have enough time to kind of set up her ice pillars. So we're trying a different strategy. And some might say I'm overcorrecting, because all Tony Ironsides does is punch stuff real good. Her and her Union folks, you know, they're all about getting in your face and attacking and just brute force, brutalizing, punching, attacking, dealing damage, and all that stuff. So you're gonna see a lot more straightforward play, literally the exact opposite of the way Rasputina plays. So look out for that. Brent, how about you tell us a little bit about who you're gonna be playing?
So, since I have taken over the Neverborn, the Dreamer has been on just a mind-boggling, phenomenal winning streak. I'm sticking to that, not so much for the winning streak, but because I haven't had a chance to really play outside of the match and play other masters and actually learn how to play them. But I'm working on it. In the meantime, this is, I think, my second game that hasn't been Kick the Can or Corrupted Leyline. So I'm excited. I got a chance to bring out some models I've been dying to use, but just aren't good at Corrupted Leylines, like Hinamatsu and Teddy. So that alone makes me very excited. I don't like this team you're playing. I don't like them at all. I've glanced through their cards. They are very, very dangerous. Incredibly dangerous. They are horrifying, and I do not like them at all. But I think I'm gonna have to play a little bit outside of my element. In the past, I've been able to really strong arm other teams easily. I don't think I can strong arm this team. I'm gonna have to be big brain here. I'm a little nervous about this matchup, but I'm coming hard. I'm coming for you. Bad dreams, baby. We're gonna be your effing nightmare, as Metallica would say.
Uh-oh. Whoops, looks like you lost me again. I don't know why that happened. There we go. Okay. So excellent. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these guys know about my schemes. So if you would just
I'm gonna take them
give us
off
a little
and just
privacy.
frantically wave on the Zoom chat when you're ready.
My schemes. We had a good list of schemes. With Tony Ironsides, you know, you really want to play to her strengths. So, you know, like I said, she likes to run in and just kind of punch stuff. So, of course, the first thing I'm going to do is let them bleed. Let them bleed. Basically, I get, in a nutshell, I get victory points for attacking pretty much every enemy. If there are 2 enemy models in play that have or are tied for the highest cost, that have half or less than their maximum health hit points, then I gain a victory point. And then at the end of the game, if I tag each one of his enemies without a summon upgrade that are in play and they have health equal to the maximum, if they don't have health equal to the maximum hit points, I get a victory point. So yeah, basically, you know, just running around and attacking everybody. Free victory points seems pretty straightforward. And then the second one I chose was, where is it? Detonate charges. Detonate charges is at the end of the turn, if you have 2 or more friendly scheme markers within 2 inches of the same enemy model, you can reveal the scheme marker and remove 2 such scheme markers and gain a victory point. And then at the end of the game, it's pretty much the same thing. If you have 2 scheme markers within 2 inches of the same enemy model, you gain another victory point. Fitzsimmons, actually, he does a lot of stuff with scheme markers. So I felt like, you know, detonate charges, again, it just felt natural to go ahead and pick those. So I'm going to head and throw these in my little red box over here to keep Brent from seeing them. And yeah, we're gonna frantically wave.
I'm not super thrilled about this matchup. I don't love everything I'm seeing. I picked Let Them Bleed and Break Through. I'm gonna try to abuse movement to get behind him. I'm scared. Tony Ironsides is rough. Is real rough. I'm gonna have to outplay him. That's my only hope, because I think if I go toe to toe, he's gonna slaughter me. So I'm gonna have to try to split him up and really outplay him. Yeah, that's the short version, because I just recorded it muted a second ago. I'm sorry. Yeah, pray for the dreamer. The win streak may end, but we're gonna try not to.
All right, so that was a very interesting round one. We actually saw a little bit of combat here in the middle of the screen. Basically, I'm just gonna tell you kind of what I'm feeling, and then Brent's gonna kind of tell you what he's feeling. Yeah, I just kind of went with a straightforward strategy. My Fitzsimmons went ahead and grabbed this strategy marker here, and then we went ahead and beeline for the middle. Tony and her crew like to be in the middle of the brawl, so we just wanted to put them right in the middle of the action. I had my you can't really see her because of where the train is. There you go. There she is, my gunsmith. Actually, she started off in the boxcar back here, and she ran along the top of the train, and used her bonus action to get into range of the Lord Chompy Bits, who was within a range, and took a pop shot at him, did severe damage, which was incredible. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going with the straightforward combat. I see Insidious Madness is down here. He tried to attack my poor little mouse, my sweet old man over here, just chilling. But a flip with a 1 and a 2 isn't gonna be enough. So I think we're doing pretty well. Brent?
Yeah, you don't usually see a lot of combat in the first round. I'm pretty happy with the layout. Lord Chompy, he got hurt bad, but Soul Stones and Regen, he's feeling all right. That Insidious Madness is gonna have a bad day, but that's okay. He's there just to be your friend for a little bit, and I do not expect him to survive this round, but that's all right. That's what he's there for. I hate this matchup. I hate this scheme pool, and I hate your team, but I'm going to do everything I can in my power to beat you. It's going to be an exciting game, a close game. Definitely a close game.
Yeah. Well, all right. We are going to go ahead and jump into round 2, so stay tuned.
It's looking pretty good. Well, that's a little overconfident. It's looking good. I have 3 of the markers. You have 1. We're both going to score. You have 2? Yeah. Oh, you have 2. Yeah. So we're both scoring points. If I can hold this, I'll bleed you out eventually. But I have no scheme markers to declare. You don't have any. I'm getting in there and fighting a little bit, but it's not great, because I don't want to be next to Tony. These Insidious Madnesses are keeping me alive because they're stopping you from murdering other people. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay so far. It's okay. I like this position. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think next round is going to be nuts. I think next round is the round where things are gonna die. It's gonna get crazy. We have a fight in the center. Next round is gonna get freaking nuts.
Oh yeah. I think things are going okay. I have a lot of attacks. I feel like the cards just weren't flipping in my favor though. Like I missed a lot of attacks that round, which is okay. But yeah, you're right. I think that next round is really going to determine like the tempo of this battle. Like, it's been pretty even up until this point. Yeah, you snuck over here and grabbed this third strategy marker. I was gonna send the gunsmith over here to attack the dreamer, and I'm wondering if whether or not that might be a good or bad thing. I do have this train right here, kind of blocking Teddy off, and I've got a whole lot of people over here attacking Lord Chompy Bits. So I think keeping my forces stick together, that's kind of how they're supposed to be played. So that's what I've been doing. Hopefully it pays off for me. So.
I think for someone that you've played for the first time, you've been playing incredibly well. There's a pressure here that, not to insult our other players, but I have not felt in a while. I am actually like biting my nails a little bit in this fight, which I have not done before. So you're doing very well. You made a great choice by keeping them together, because damn, they're hard to kill, man. Fitzsimmons is reducing damage. Everyone's getting bonuses on flips. Like,
yeah,
ugh,
yeah.
ugh. I'm the nightmare, but I think they're a freaking nightmare.
Yeah. Well, the nightmare continues as we move into round 3. Currently, the score is, I believe, Brent has 3 and I have 2. No schemes, right?
No schemes, but we're both gonna score 1 this point because of the strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 1-1. Yeah.
All right, so 1-1 as we move into round 3.
All right.
All right. And that's the end of round 3. So round 3, starting kind of teeter in the Dreamer's favor here. Fitzsimmons hanging on by a freaking thread with only 1 hit point left out of 8. He took some big damage, but you know, the damage reduction, and then the reveal that he's actually a henchman. So he was able to use the Soul Stone to reduce the damage from 2 to 1, and then from 1 to nothing. So everybody's still up. I think it's just gonna take some clever placement of my units to keep them alive. And then of course, you know, freaking Insidious Madness over here. I think that if I'm able to kill them, I can change some of these strategy markers perhaps. But yeah, the fact that they heal makes it very difficult because they won't stay down. But you know, I think I still think that I'm like 1 really good turn away from turning this around. Like if I could do enough damage to just pop one of them real quick, then I think that I think that we can turn this thing around. And I really just got to drop 1 or 2 of his units. And then my characters, I think, are mobile enough that I'll be able to run around and capture some more points and catch this up. It's 3-2 right now. But Brent, what are your thoughts on round 3?
I'm feeling pretty good because
I bet you are.
I don't think you can change any markers on this turn. So you might be able to change one on the next turn. That center marker is in trouble because I got Fitzsimmons in the bank. I got them Let Them Bleed, and the second phase of Let Them Bleed is not really difficult to get. So I'm feeling real good. Chompy's in a safe spot. Your gunner now has a teddy bear to deal with. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I feel good. I feel good about this. I think the nightmare team, the dream team, I think we're gonna come out on top.
Well, we shall definitely see as we
will
move into round 4 of our combat. We're coming down to the climax right now. So stay tuned.
Till next time. All right. Into turn 4 marks the end of the Arcanist. Things got bloody. Things were rough. I was liking my position from last turn, but the second I saw you were out of Soul Stones and down to 1 card, all I was thinking is, how can I execute Tony? I can push her away so she doesn't get her bonuses. I can move Champion, and if I hit her twice, I can just instantly kill her. And that's honestly, in my opinion, probably the only way I'm ever going to kill her, because every time I melee her, she just wrecks my shit, because she's a monster, a horrible, horrible monster.
Well, she didn't do a whole lot of shit back in this game.
She got tied up.
Ill Insidious Madness people, they suck. With the being incorporeal and having armor and all that crap. Like, I do a ton of damage, but they just suck it up. And then like Lord Chompy Bits, I'm pretty sure I did enough damage to him to kill him 2 or 3 times over, but he heals.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the day, just didn't quite do enough damage to really seal the deal. You know, you guys had a lot of regen and a lot of healing and a lot of oh yeah, and then always having to make those damn willpower flips and stuff.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, so that sucked. Yeah, your guys are really good as far as like card value or resource management, I guess. Because
yeah,
you get to thin your deck, and then since I had to keep making those willpower checks, I kept missing out. Like I would flip like a 13 or a 14 on the damn willpower check, and then flip a 3 for the actual attack. It was very, very annoying. Yeah, but ultimately it was a fun game. The Dreamer dude, yeah, very tough. I see why you are undefeated. He is super annoying to play against, but you've got yourself a good squad here. Ultimately, I like Tony Ironsides. I think I definitely see her strengths and her weaknesses. I'd play her again. I don't know who I'm gonna play next time, but you know, I think she did. I think she did okay. Not really sure what I could have. I guess next time I'm definitely gonna have to take out the Dreamer first, so that way you can't keep spawning these stupid little things. But
that's never gonna happen.
Other than that, though, I mean,
Dreamer. I think I was scared. I was really scared with this match. I think what would have really fucked me up is if you got off those Insidiouses and started getting on other things. And so here's the thing about Chompy. Every single game I play, everyone tries to focus Chompy, but they always focus him before I activate him. So they spend all their actions, they hit him, they do a bunch of damage, and then I activate him and he regens an absurd amount. No one ever waits for me to do Chompy first. And because if I do Chompy first and you focus him, I ain't regenning. I can't do jack. But every single time when I played against Dylan, when I played against Jake, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to use all my first actions on Chompy. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm going to let you, do all your damage and do your actions and get them down to 1 health. And then I'm going to regenerate like 6. So I think that really hurt you. Because, I think round 2, you got him down to 1 health. Like, yeah. you almost... But again, I hadn't activated him yet. So I was like, oh my god, now I'm just going to activate him and bounce back. And remember, Chompy is also a hench, so I can burn those stones to keep him alive. But, like, if you would have went on a Himanatsu, if you would have got my Daydream, like, shoot that Daydream, you should have killed that Daydream. But you just... That was the one where you just drew real bad.
Like yeah.
that Daydream didn't have... The only good thing about that Daydream that it does is lucid dream and let me draw a card.
I had 2 shots and all I had to do was 3 damage and I had advantage on everything and the deck was just like, nah, I don't think so. So
if you would have got on Teddy, you would have... I mean, when you did get on Teddy, you almost murdered him.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tony's a lot of fun when the cards let you do your shit. Mm-hmm. Having advantage on the willpower and the defense flips, I think kept me in it for as long as I was.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you can flip well and do your stuff, you do shit tons of damage. So
your team is one of those ones where you got to be clumped, but you were clumped too close. You were clumped to a point where I can just drop in an Insidious and all of your crew has to deal with that. If
they all kind of have to be within 3 inches of each other. So
if you would spread them out a little bit, I think, where they were like all 3 inches apart, I couldn't have got them all. and then I would have only been able to tie up one person with the Assidious.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
you could have ran off, and Tony's scary, man. I knew when you picked this crew, I was like, I got one chance. I gotta keep her tied up with those madnesses, because I'll just keep summoning them and she can kill them, and I'm okay with that. But if she breaks away from those madnesses and gets on like Chompy or something, he's dead. If she gets on like Hinamatsu,
Well, apparently not, because I got on Chompy and he lived.
you got him down to one. You should have waited. If you waited with her and made me do Chompy first, because remember, you have pass tokens, so you can force me to have to do someone first.
Well, I had one pass token, but I kept using it for initiative. Initiative was ridiculously close every time too.
Every time, man. I think we cheated on initiative every single round.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, like I said, it's my first time playing these guys. I definitely see some strengths and weaknesses in them. It was a fun game. Anything final you want to say to the peoples?
I think she's a good crew. I think this is honestly one of the games that was a lot closer for me up until like turn 4, of course. Once the execute happened, by turn 3, I think we were kind of tied up. But this is a game I definitely was like, man, I gotta be real careful here, because I can't go toe to toe with you. I can't rush everything. And that's why, I don't know if you noticed, but like when you rushed the center, I was like, no, I'm good. Like I'm gonna stay back here and summon stuff, because I ain't ready to go in there yet. Nope. I'm good. Because this is a very scary crew you brought to the table. But good game, man. Thanks for playing with me.
All right, and we will see you guys next week for Breach Battle.
Boom.
And that's all, folks. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. Shout out to you, ASB_95, for the raid. We certainly appreciate that. Congratulations to Brent for his victory over Brandon tonight. And then, of course, congratulations to Lauren and I, both on our tie. So that was wonderful for both of us. If you enjoy this content, we'll be here next Tuesday with more Breach battles. It is round 7, so you can see the last of our rounds before the live shows begin. Those will be certainly very fun to watch. All the drama of the card flips and all that fun stuff. So you'll see that starting not next Tuesday, and I think not the Tuesday after that, because we're taking a small break, but the following, and then we'll be back in it. Let's see. Thank you to everyone for following tonight. We will be here tomorrow for Iron Valor, the finale of Iron Valor and Candlekeep Mysteries. So check that out. That's at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow. And then Friday is the finale of Short Rest. We're going to be taking a small hiatus from Short Rest. And so next week is actually the last episode for a little bit here. So we may be coming back to it at some point in the near future. But as life gets all crazy over this winter holiday and whatnot, we're taking a small break from that. So that'll be the break. And then Fate's End is on Mondays at 7:30 Central Standard Time, where you can see our homebrew tabletop RPG campaign, D&D, set in Stargazer's Guide to Aurora, which is like 54, almost 55 episodes in, so it's wonderful. Follow us on all the socials everywhere at Ink and Lyre. Join us on Discord, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm going to send us on a raid. Very likely, let's go see who's available real quick. Let's go see who do we love here on the Twitch. Let's see. Oh, looks like our friends at Dire Bear are doing some fun stuff. So they're playing a game right now. They raided us the other day. Let's head their direction and give them a shout out. So I'm gonna send you over to Dire Bear GM, another local Huntsville group here. And go see what they're doing, and we will see you all here tomorrow. Bye-bye.